Hello and welcome to Nicobar Times. Today is the 3rd of July, 2023. Here are the latest updates. The National Investigation Agency, or NIA, acting on the directions of the Ministry of Home Affairs, has taken a significant step in the fight against organized crime. The agency has initiated the transfer of 15 dreaded gangsters, currently held in jails across Delhi, Punjab, and Haryana, to the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. In a letter addressed to the Ministry of Home Affairs, the NIA had requested the transfer of 25 gangsters from prisons in North India to southern states. Among the notorious names on the list is Lawrence Bishnoi, the prime accused in the high-profile murder case involving singer and politician Sidhu Moosewala. However, sources from the Ministry of Home Affairs have revealed that the initial plan to shift these gangsters to jails in South India may face delays. Obtaining permission from the respective state governments is expected to be a time-consuming process. As an alternative, the NIA has turned its attention to the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Since it is a union territory, its administration falls under the Ministry of Home Affairs. This move is expected to expedite the transfer process. MHA sources have also confirmed that the agency is seeking legal opinion to ensure a smooth transfer of these gangsters to the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. The NIA's decision has attracted significant attention across various news platforms today. Let's move on to the next story. In a recent development, the decision to transfer 25 feared gangsters from jails in North Indian states to the serene Andaman and Nicobar Islands has sparked controversy and opposition from the Hindu Rashtra Shakti, HRS. The state president of HRS expressed concern over the decision and voiced strong opposition to the move. In a letter addressed to the Union Home Secretary, the state president of HRS stated, "The Andaman and Nicobar Islands represent a mini-India." Unfortunately, the islanders have been grappling with the issue of illegal drugs, which the concerned authorities have failed to effectively curb. Drugs find their way to the islands through both air and sea routes. Despite the efforts of the states of Tamil Nadu, West Bengal, and the Union Territory of Andaman and Nicobar Islands, these substances continue to infiltrate our community. The state president further highlighted the potential risks that the islanders might face if the 25 gangsters are indeed transferred to the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Quoting a local saying, the letter emphasized that one rotten fish can spoil the entire pond. Recent data shared by the Health Department of Andaman and Nicobar Islands revealed a concerning trend, with an increase in cases of HIV, drug abuse, and suicide. According to the data, the number of HIV cases rose from 65 in 2014 to 15 to 140 in 2021 to 22, and further to 144 in 2022 to 23. In light of these alarming statistics and the potential risks to public safety, the HRS urged the Union Home Secretary to reconsider the decision and withdraw the plan to shift the 25 gangsters to the Andaman and Nicobar Islands in the interest of the islanders' well-being. This opposition from the HRS underscores the growing concerns regarding the spread of illicit activities and the need for enhanced measures to address the drug problem in the region. The fate of the proposed transfer now rests in the hands of the authorities, who must carefully weigh the potential risks and public interest before making a final decision. Let's move on to the next story. Mr. Kuldeep Rai Sharma, the Member of Parliament representing Andaman and Nicobar Islands, has called upon the Chief Secretary of Andaman and Nicobar Administration to review the allotment of vacant government quarters and undertake the construction of new triple-story government quarters to address the pressing housing needs of government servants. In a letter addressed to the Chief Secretary, the Member of Parliament highlighted the significant number of government servants stationed in the Port Blair region who are currently awaiting government accommodation. The scarcity of available quarters has forced these individuals to seek private rentals at exorbitant monthly rates, often surpassing the allotted house allowance and placing a considerable financial burden on them. Drawing attention to the unoccupied government quarters in the New Pahagan area of Port Blair, the Member of Parliament expressed concern over their prolonged vacancy, spanning 2 to 3 years. Furthermore, he pointed out the existence of old and dilapidated Type 4 and Type 5 government quarters that have remained unoccupied for several years, exacerbating the housing shortage faced by government servants in the region. To address this critical situation, the Member of Parliament urged the Chief Secretary to conduct a comprehensive review of the vacant government quarters and prioritise their allocation to government servants in need of suitable accommodation. Additionally, he proposed the utilization of the vacant land where the underutilized old Type 4 and Type 5 quarters are situated. By dismantling these outdated structures and constructing new reinforced concrete (RCC) government quarters with a triple-story design, the available space could be utilized more efficiently. This approach would enable the simultaneous availability of at least 6 quarters instead of a single one, benefiting a larger number of government servants. The Member of Parliament's proposal seeks to alleviate the housing crisis faced by government servants in the Port Blair region. By reviewing the allocation of vacant government quarters and undertaking construction projects to maximize space utilization, the aim is to provide suitable and affordable accommodation to those serving the government. The ball is now in the Chief Secretary's court, as they consider these recommendations and work towards improving the housing situation for government servants in Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Let's move on to the next story. The Andaman and Nicobar Islands are expected to experience thunderstorms accompanied by lightning and gusty winds with speeds ranging from 40 to 50 km/h on July 3. Furthermore, squally weather conditions are predicted, with wind speeds exceeding 45 km/h prevailing over the Southeast Bay and adjoining Andaman Sea. As a result, local authorities have issued an advisory cautioning fishermen against venturing into the sea until July 6, 2023. In light of the potential hazards associated with the impending weather, fishermen are strongly advised to exercise caution and refrain from embarking on any fishing activities during this period. The advisory aims to ensure the safety and well-being of the fishing community, given the anticipated adverse weather conditions. For those seeking additional information or assistance, the State Emergency Operations Center can be contacted at helpline number 1070, while the District Emergency Operations Center can be reached at helpline number 1077. Furthermore, individuals requiring emergency assistance at sea are encouraged to call the Coast Guard SAR agency at the toll-free number 1554. Residents and visitors are urged to stay updated on weather forecasts and heed the instructions provided by local authorities to minimize any potential risks and ensure personal safety during this period of inclement weather. That was all in the news podcast today. Stay tuned for more news and updates. Subscribe to Nicobar Times YouTube channel and follow us on Twitter.